like do they know about this? Like they
Yeah, do
can't
they know that
change?
this is a problem?
I think they know because they
They should know.
yeah,
They should know. It's not about whether do they know.
But yeah, they still
because
doing it again and
if
again.
you see all the games like not even before before they came to Malaysia, they take the Asia Championship. Before that, they play some online qualifiers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they've been dominating so hard. I was like, wow, Trust is so good. And like, I was just tapping, just watching Facebook. 10 minutes again, I watch the game. Trust lost. I was like, why? Like, they always do that.
Because of that, I guess. Yeah.
The most obvious way to see the problem is that most of the time before this, when things were not as well as now. Now I think most teams already figured out how to actually how to actually do that final push upon the tier 2 tower, which is high ground. Okay, before this, the whole idea of everyone is like, hey, let's kill them by the time we finish our tier 2, because tier 2 is not high ground, so it's still fine, right? So you kill them after tier 2 is already gone. If they die, you can push the tower. But if the heroes are still there, let's not push to tier 3 because it's risky. You're fighting high ground, you're losing advantage, and then you might lose out. Right? So before this, the strat has always been kill, then push, rather than fighting under the tier 3 tower.
Alright, okay, so guys, we're in the drafting stage already. Signature.Trust versus Execration. Before I throw it to the casters, predictions, guys, what do you think?
I strongly live. I'm not sure without saying the draft itself, but then I think
based on
performance-wise with yesterday, I think Execration might just do this. Execration might do this.
All right. Okay.
Aditya, professional from professional side.
I'm gonna say Trust.
Trust.
Right.
Trust.
You trust, right? Okay, so one Philippine fan right here.
I'm with Thailand.
I'm with the Philippines.
No, I say based on statistics.
Yes,
I cast a lot.
Yeah.
They both teams, I cast more than like 7-8 games that they're fighting each other because they met a lot in Southeast Asian scenes.
Okay.
All right.
Execration need to be careful about Oracle.
Alright.
Yeah, for me, it was just based on day one's performance.
That's true.
All right.
So, alright.
Like right now, I know that we have more to talk when it comes to drafting, but I think it's
time. It's time to give it to our casters.
The game is about to start, so we give this one to our casters right here. We got Lysander and Amika.
Take it away, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome guys to the International 2016 TI6C qualifiers. We are here with Signature.Trust versus Execration, Thailand versus the Philippines. It's I would say they're both evenly matched. I'm Lysander, going to be joined here by Emmy.
Welcome to day 2 of the round robins. Yesterday we had a pretty interesting day, well, to say the least, but hopefully, a
little bit of upsets here and there. The bo1s proving to be a great entertainment hub. Actually, lots of upsets. TNC taking Fnatic's win. That I think was a big surprise for a lot of people. Although I think they were a little bit too quick to underestimate Demon and his Western expertise combined with that team.
Yeah, but hopefully Fnatic bounces back. But now we're gonna look at Signature.Trust versus Execration.
Yep.
I pronounced it. Yep.
Yeah, Execration. Yeah, they are a Filipino team. If you weren't really keeping track of all the matches yesterday, you guys should know that Execration actually took out Mineski in a BO1. They did really well. Execration. They took out Fnatic as well. I think, yeah, I believe they took out Fnatic as well. Execration have been quite the dark horse. Signature.Trust, as much as I would like to trust with the panel, Lakel's, I've been watching these guys. They have a history of underperforming at key points in their careers. So I'm not so sure I'm willing to hop on the Trust train, but I think Execration are going to be the favorite matchup, the favorite matchup in this one.
Oh, I think I disagree. I think we should give Signature a chance because they have been playing off some pretty great games, even though they have been tilting a little bit, but
Okay. Well, it's good. Both casters having, siding one team apiece. It sounds good. Better than us piling on one poor team. So we're going to talk a little bit about the draft. We have Elder Titan, Tidehunter. Yesterday we heard a lot from Winter about how Elder Titan is the new OP, the new powerhouse that will be coming into the meta game. Come TI6, everyone will be picking him. That's what he said. And I'm inclined to agree. He's got really powerful abilities. excluding his ultimate. That's how you know a hero is really good. You got that spirit for scouting, you got that spirit to place that aura, that really powerful aura that really negates a lot of the popular picks this meta. You've got your Slark, your Morphlings, all of them shut down by that aura. And of course we have the Echo Storm being able to set some big ultimates. I think my favorite part of this Elder Titan Tidehunter combo is how good it is at repelling any kind of initiation from Faceless Void or Timbersaw.
Yes, but if Elder or Tidehunter, either of them gets caught in the Chronosphere, you know, they can't charge any of their spells, so they're basically useless.
Yeah, the main issue is like it's very unlikely the Void will catch both Elder Titan and Tidehunter.
That's true, because Faceless Void probably will be more focused at the enemy carry.
Yeah, it's also that, depending on what carry Execration do pick up. It does look like they are drafting towards what Maneski did yesterday against White Fries with that Medusa. Elder Titan, Tidehunter, big team fight ultimates.
Oh, there's
Drop the
Phoenix.
Medusa on top of it. Alright, Phoenix. Phoenix is another big team fight ultimate. It's going to be really hard to hit the egg with the Elder Titan and Tidehunter interference. So
Yeah, and Phoenix is really, really good this patch, isn't he?
yeah, it's really good, but it got a little bit of nerfs with that beam. His Sunray has been the damage has been lowered, so you know, according to Winter, I have to get back to his pro analysis. He says that the hero, it does need a little bit more observation before he can really make a proper judgment on this. So we'll keep this in check, but it's still really strong. The egg is a big team fight ultimate. It does really hint towards a Medusa last pick here, so we'll see if Signature.Trust pick up on it. But do you see much of Signature.Trust playing?
I've actually only watched one game. I've only casted one game actually, but the game I was casting, they were doing really well at the start, but then they started to choke and they lost the game eventually.
How would you describe their playstyle?
They're really aggressive early on, but then when something like they had a Spectre, the enemy had a Spectre. When Spectre ulted, they were all really confused. They didn't really know what to do. So I
That's
think
usually what happens.
yeah, they need to focus. They need to focus basically on one hero, one person, find a target, then go for it.
Alright, so objective-based gaming, yeah, I do remember hearing the panel talking about it as well. Unable to close out games has been a problem with C teams. They do really well. Maneski was one of those teams that you keep coming back to. They are very, very well-known team in Southeast Asia, been playing a long time, and then they do well in the early game. Ooh, okay, Maneski gonna pull something off, and then they throw, and you have some really disappointing results from them.
Yeah, I think the problem with C teams, even teams like Fnatic, they do really well early on. Then at one point they start to choke when one of their main carries die, and then after that it's just.
I feel like it's not more of a choke, rather like they get a little bit too caught up with decision making, and they do get the whole team fights messed up. So okay, so Execration do go back for an Invoker. So they do get an Invoker here. They ban out something to note as well. They ban out the TB as well as the Disruptor. It's a very common combo now, the Terrorblade and the Faceless Void. You trap everyone in the Chrono, Metamorphosis just wails on them. But Invoker here, a very interesting pick. I'm not so sure if they are going to be running a Exort or Quaswax Invoker. It does depend on how they want to fight. If they do grab up that Medusa like I think they will, then it's very likely they might try and fight this early, get a Quaswax. Alright, Lakel's Morphling. It's one of his signature heroes, I hate to drop any more name puns right here, but Morphling is one of those heroes that Lakel has, I think, been dying to play. It's been played against him, so I think he wants to show the world how it's done. He's well known.
I can show
for
you
his
the world.
Morphling.
Put a little bit of Aladdin there.
Yeah, he's well known for that Morphling and that anti-mage play. So I'm quite excited for this Morphling. It is going to be a little bit of an issue as to how he would be able to combo with the Faceless Void, but we already have the Lich and the Timbersaw for that. So right now.
But not forgetting that the enemy team actually has an Elder Titan, and as we heard yesterday, Elder Titan is actually a counter to Morphling.
Yeah, it's a big counter to Morphling, but if you don't have enough lockdown, which Execration don't, unless they run Quaswax Invoker, then Morphling will have pretty much free reign of this entire game. It's very hard to burst the Morphling if you don't have any burst to speak of, and right now what Execration have is a lot of damage over time with that Phoenix. They have a lot of They have a lot of like debuffs from the Elder Titan. Invoker does provide that burst damage, but he does have to run that Axe Sword build. Otherwise, you can always run the Quas Wax to burn mana off that Morphling. So we'll see how they do it. Oh, a Rubik's gonna be picked up, so we're gonna see some tight Ravage Steals here. Hopefully, tight Ravage Steals. Reminds me of the TI2 era, where Dendi was always stealing those Ravages. So we'll see if we do get something similar here in this game. But Execration, do they go towards the Medusa? The anti-mage has been banned here, so perhaps it's gonna be a Medusa. It could be something else, but
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need a hard carry, but Spectre Medusa wouldn't be bad.
yeah, Spectre wouldn't be bad as well.
Because Spectre could really do with all the space that the other four create. And she can always just haunt in, come in whenever she wants.
Yeah, you could also think of along the lines of those long range heroes like Drow Ranger, even rare case Sniper, because you have all those
Very rare though.
meaty strength. You have a lot of those buff, really strong strength heroes in the front lines to be able to make space in the team fights for you. So it's really hard to jump on you. I would say Sniper and a Drow Ranger might not be the best, but it could be good to help that Invoker in that mid lane. So might see a Drow Ranger, but I still feel like Medusa is going to be the pick here. Otherwise, might see a very standard Gyrocopter to fill up the matchup with all that team fight on board. So we've got 8 seconds.
Oh, no,
it's gonna be Juggernaut. All right, so they are going to go for that Death Ball kind of build. They're gonna have the Juggernaut with the 3 team fight ultimates here from the Elder Titan, Tidehunter, and Phoenix. But we did actually see Trust go for that Juggernaut against a Morphling of Maneski's the other day, and it didn't work out too well because of that itemization. I think Winter was hating on that Vanguard first.
Oh yeah,
Juggernaut, yeah.
He really didn't like that. He was so mad at that.
Yeah, he was really mad at that. Well, not mad, but he did not approve of that Vanguard Manta
No
style.
Winter sticker of approval,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Yep, that Juggernaut pick. So this time, we'll see if there is going to be a change of plan, change of pace here. I personally do like a Deso Rush, but it's not done as often. Diffusal Manta style is something that is done more commonly on Juggernauts, but we'll have to see what he does tag into. A Battle Fury is the most common of builds, and I see TPs coming out here in the middle lane. Elder Titan is gonna leap forward and gonna drop a very early observer, but he will be revealed. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. He walks right into the Lich, and I think probably gonna get himself de-warded here. So they drop pings, and Boombell probably gonna drop a sentry ward here. So a smoke wasted. Yeah, so we'll see if the
He's
de-ward
not gonna
comes out.
drop a sentry.
Maybe not now. Maybe not now. He'll probably give it to his mid. So it will be a mid Morphling, I think. Okay, we're gonna run through the teams very quickly here before the game, the action starts. We have Execution on the Radiant side, the team from the Philippines, actually doing better. The second best right now from that region. We have got Abed playing that Invoker with the Super Saiyan hair. We got Nando on that Juggernaut. We got Abba on that. Oh well, no, Abba's not on that team. Tim's on the Phoenix. We got RR playing that Tidehunter, and we got Chemo, last but not least, playing that Elder Titan, the World Forger. Right, Signature.Trust, all yours.
On Signature.Trust, you have Abba on the Faces Void, Boombell on Lich, Lakel's on Morphling, Dabs on Rubik, and you have Mypro on Timbersaw.
Right.
Look at his hair though. It's like a discounted Boker.
Kind of. More of a crazy Invoker. So, very interesting laning coming out from them. They're coming with a safe lane Timbersaw, want to get that guy some farm, build up towards his early Bloodstone, and be able to do a lot of pure damage in the team fights. I can agree with this. There are a lot of bulky heroes on Execration that need a lot of that pure damage to shut down. And we do have Boombell. Yeah, they know that what's up. And this Sentry Ward, we'll see if Boombell does place it right. Invoker will have a 2v1 in this lane. It's not going to be a pleasant lane at all. Lich, Morphling is going to really hurt this Invoker, especially since he is with that Axe Sword build. So.
But on the bottom lane, you have Faces Void going head to head with this Tidehunter.
You have that Faceless Void going into the Tidehunter. It should favor the Tidehunter. I do like this laning coming out from Execration. They see this happening. Although the Iron Talon is going to be a little bit wasted, they do see this happening and they decide to counter the Void with that Tide. But unfortunately, they bring the Timbersaw down. So it's gonna be a tough play now after a while for the Tidehunter. Although he has gotten a little bit of a head start for this on this Timbersaw, it is going to be a very dangerous lane for him.
I think Timbersaw is going to be just fine.
Yeah, Timbersaw's gonna be fine, but Tidehunter won't be. The watermelon is the strength heroes in general do not do too well against Simba because of how the pure damage and the stat reduction works on Whirling Death.
As long as he doesn't get caught out, it shouldn't really be a problem.
That's always the thing. Oh, we're going in for the whole snap here. Boombell gonna get caught out. Is there gonna be a Sunstrike to follow up? But the waveform though, it will land here on the Invoker. First blood goes to Lakel's. And this is why you do not mess with this Morphling. Holy hell! Stomps on his face and the Morphling goes down a little bit too much into that agility morph. And the Elder Titan will shut him down with an Echo Stomp.
That song was so on point though. It was like right at the edge, right as the Morphling was about to.
Oh, going in there once again, getting that shutdown. Boombell sets up that perfect Sunstrike. One more right click will do the job. No, 9 HP. Lich there with that tower armor, gonna keep himself alive. Abed now gonna catch out that, gonna get caught out again. The Invoker getting caught by that Rubik lift with that haste rune. Very good rotation coming in. Lich just suicides to the neutral creeps, and right now Signature.Trust taking a really early lead over this Filipino lineup. Execration. A lot of team fight happening in that middle lane. We didn't miss first blood, which I am pretty happy about. And up top, this Juggernaut Ever should be a pretty even lane. Juggernaut should not be able to kill Void, and Void should not be able to kill the Juggernaut. Should. Yeah, should. But with Tidehunter doing well, you know, it's Tidehunter. He will be able to deal with the creep wave alone, take minimal damage from all sources with that Anchor Smash at already, get an early Arcane Boots and be okay. What is Invoker? Dying twice now.
Invoker's definitely suffering a lot right now. He's just about going to level 3. Morphing's already level 4.
Oh, going in once again. The Lich not in position for a blast dash. But so far unable to find that Observer Ward.
Things fall.
On your side of the screen, no problem.
Yep, we're good.
Yep. Oh, especially in these high traffic times like TI6, lots of viewers watching, like thousands in the game watching. You can kind of overload the servers. But anyway, we'll be right back in. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And we'll see what happens here in the bottom lane. What did we miss? Nothing too much.
Nothing much actually. Everyone's just passively farming, trying to get levels.
Ooh, yeah, Might Pro. 31 last hit set right at the top of the CS chart. So Anchor Smash and Whirling Death doing a lot of damage. There is a Mango to follow up, but baiting in RR now with the, oh no, with that Whirling Death, he's gonna come in there. We'll shut him down with Sunstrike as well. Don't go near that guy. Hits him down. Very well done. Removes all his armor.
The rotations are real.
Yeah, really good rotation there from the Elder Titan, stomping on that Timber Saw, setting up that perfect Sunstrike. And I thought RR was gonna risk his life there, going in for that Whirling Death, but it's not gonna be the case, and he will actually survive there, getting himself Arcane Boots. So gotta be really happy about that. Ports back home, and yeah, get himself healed up. He's gonna have a very, very early level 6 now, and he couldn't look for a big team fight. But still, I worry about this Execration lineup having a minimal lockdown here for the Morphling.
Yeah, and their Evoker isn't doing too well right now. He's level 4, he's trying to farm the jungle. And he really, really needs to catch up.
Yeah, he's not doing too well in CS. I mean, if you look at Lakel's CS, 20 last hits. Yeah, it's really hard to out CS a Morphling, even as a X-Sword Invoker, because of how much strength the Morphling morphs into agility, upping his base damage. But yeah, Abed's doing something very good. It's an efficient way of playing, because when the creep wave is pushed past the river, you don't want to risk your life by going across to take CS. So you just go to the jungle. That's one of the advantages of a Radiant mid lane. You do have that jungle camp to fall back on in between this, in between the creep movement, because when the creep pushes across the river, you don't want to.
Over bottom lane, you got Timbersaw getting chased out by the Juggernaut. Juggernaut spit, he's really, really low right now, 200 HP, but he's gonna Timber Chain in. They're not coming in really low.
Yeah.
Oh, Elder Titan.
There it is. Is there a Sunstrike to follow up? Morphling. Hey, my pro might run into a Sunstrike. Invoker's not watching this.
Oh, but there's a stop coming in and he misses.
Yeah, he misses that, and now that bottle is coming up. They're gonna go back and chase that Elder Titan. He's gonna run away. Will he get out in time? I think he will. Yeah. I'm surprised the Invoker didn't try for a Sunstrike. He had it on, he had it invoked. He was waiting for a perfect setup, not trusting his aim there.
I think he expected the stomp to connect.
Yeah, that's what I said, not trusting his aim. He could have just gone for a blind shot. The Timbersaw is running pretty up. There we go. Nando getting caught out by that Chronosphere. Is that going to be a bash though? And the spins will come out, but it's not going to be enough. And very good kill, Abba. Getting a kill on that opposing hard carry. So very good start here coming up from XctTrust. And this huge stack going to be spammed up, but it's going to be stolen a little bit by the Phoenix. A little bit. Not so sure how much goes to the Phoenix. Quite a bit goes in, but now Invoker getting the kill there.
Took it to the face.
And Invoker getting killed there. And once again, the stomp from the Elder Titan setting up a perfect Sunstrike. And they're going for another stomp, but nope, this time gonna be countered up by that Morphling waveform. So he will just zip out away, no problem for him. But this Elder Titan, once again, the buffs to that cast time really affecting the enemy players, no, most heroes' ability to escape from it.
Especially in terms of their faces void or their morphling or the Timbersaw.
Oh, might go for a Ravage here. This is a perfect Ravage moment. Ravage will fly. That's the Elder Titan as well. The Sunstrike will land. The Stomp is going to be more than enough. Then MyPro still taking a nap in this middle of the fight. And once again, the combinations coming out here. And now this makes me want to play Elder Titan.
Please don't.
Titan, man. What a great hero.
He is a really good hero, but he's one of those heroes that's pretty hard to play.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of familiarization to play it. But yeah, once again, MyPro gonna be threatening the strength heroes, but Elder Titan is gonna know. Shuts that down with that spirit. Oh, going in, MyPro looking for an opening here. Goes for that Chakram, doing a lot of damage, and the cut will go across and down. The watermelon will be split right open. MyPro. Not gonna be enough there. There's your crack coming in. He won't actually walk into it. No, he will not. MyPro now gonna do a lot of damage to the Elder Titan, getting caught out. It might be in trouble as well. Is the Timbersaw gonna chase forward? And that's the problem, picking too many strength heroes against the Timbersaw.
I think Timbersaw is just a really annoying hero in general. I mean, it's really, really hard to kill Timbersaw, especially when he's farmed up. And for them to not be able to kill him now, just imagine when he gets all his items. He's gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to take him down. If you take a look at the top 3 are now on Signature.Trust, so they're doing really well. And that just makes the whole C scene very hard to predict as to who's gonna win, because every team's taking out every team. Because Taring, for example, in the brackets, they lost to every other team they played yesterday. And Warrior Gaming, they won every other team, but they lost to Taring. So it's kind of difficult to predict how the matchups are gonna go. And you know, we say Execration are arguably the better team, but it's a BO1. Drafts can come into play. Feeling in the morning, you know, some people are just not morning people. It might be Execration not being the morning people. It's still half asleep there, still sipping their coffee, and just not playing to full potential.
And they can actually come up with, they can definitely surprise the enemy team, especially when the enemy team is half asleep, still half asleep.
Alright, so Chemo going to take some farm up in the top lane there. Has got him Soul Ring, you know, not purchased up that Windlace that Winter likes so much on this hero. And oh no, just as I said it, he buys it up. So he was just farming to gold for it. But
Winter likes Windlace on every hero.
No, not necessarily, but it's really good for Elder Titan because he lets your spirit move faster. Your spirit's move speed is dependent on your hero move speed, so there's a little bit of fun fact for you kids at home. Yeah, the spirit once again gonna be searching, scouting, doing some harassment, just being annoying in general. Meanwhile, this Phoenix about to hit level 6 there, have that big team fight ultimate on board. But concerning thing, of course, is Lakel's is getting too much farm here, and they're not doing much to stop him.
Just checking the curve.
Alright, so looking at the Rubik, he just purchased up a Tomb of Experience, getting his level 6 as well. Really wants to, you know, amp that up, get that steal, and we'll see if he gets any Ravage steals. You know, that would be a highlight of this point.
Definitely But if Rubik steals anything from...
Oh, there's the smoke. They're gonna jump forward. Amber looking for that Chronosphere. Finds Ahmed. There's the Sun Ray though. There might be too much healing to deal with, but the Chain Frost doesn't bounce back. The Ravage will come. Counter initiation galore. They take out the two gankers here with the double ultimate. And now look, Kel taking a lot of damage as well. The Omni Slash is stolen from this Rubik. The Sun Ray will come. They will fire him. The Omni Slash goes across. It's not enough damage. They will catch out that Rubik. He cold snaps up and they lose to 3. Signature.Trust throwing away a huge lead here in this early game, and you already see the Grimes just spiking up and down, up and down. Execration taking C and opening there, throwing out those ultimates, and now look, Signature.Trust, they find themselves 3 heroes short. Mechanism is picked up on the Tight Hunter, so more sustained in these team fights. Yeah, I think Signature.Trust are going about this the wrong way.
Yeah, they were gonna go for the Invoker, but unfortunately he had his entire team in the back of him just to back him up.
Yeah, I had the Sunray heal just boosting him up, preventing that burst damage from the Lich and Avoid from taking him out. And then the Titans came in with that perfect Ravage, followed up by the Echo Stomp. Just too much shutdown here. I think Signature.Trust game plan, you know, it should be more of this split push kind of way. You know, you want to farm around the map, separate your opponent's teammates a little bit, and then Chronosphere to catch them out. Let that Morphling get to that scary point where he can't die anymore.
But I think Signature.Trust is trying to make space for the Morphling, but they just need to calm down a little bit because
yeah, there's smart ways to make space,
yeah.
and then there are the less smart ways. Let's
there
put
are
it there.
the let's charge in and kill the Invoker ways.
Yeah, I mean the gank, they had the right idea ganking, but it was dangerous because it was a tier 1 tower. So there was always this opportunity for TPs to come in for quick counter
Over at the
initiation.
top lane, you got Titan Hunter's he's in a bit of trouble right now. He's got Super Slash chasing him down. There's the Echo Stomp.
Oh, the stolen Sunray, perfect from this Rubik, and now he might get the Phoenix as well. Ah, no. But yeah, that was an excellent steal there from the Rubik, taking out that Tide Hunter. Very well done. Very flashy plays coming out here from Jules. Jules has been, Jabs.
Jules is from another team.
Yeah, Jabs. I saw the J and the Z and a side. Yeah.
Top tower is under attack.
All agents look alike, Kappa. But my pro is gonna be pressuring this top tower here. The Phoenix will have something to say about that. The Chakram gonna do quite a bit of damage here, but yeah, that Rubik Sunray steal, very well done by Jabs there. So far, still no Ravage steals, but you know, I'm optimistic. We might see one this game.
Hopefully when Rubik gets his blink or something, it shouldn't be that much of a problem.
8 to lens is, I think, the key point. 8 to lens or Accident Center, because, oh, never mind, hold that thought. Nando, there's the Sunray combination here, coming out here. They will go for the lift as well. Will that be enough? The Sunray not enough damage to Ravage now again from the side. That's always on point there. Ab gonna be running away. There's an Omni Slash looking to punish him, but there's a 1 second cooldown here on this Faceless Void. He jumps in. This is the time for the Juggernaut. What's he waiting for? Go for that Omni Slash. He goes to the creep wave. Very, very unfortunate. First hit bash. Juggernaut, not sure what he was doing there. The Tight Hunter had the right idea. Chasing for that Void, but the Juggernaut likes creeps a little bit more than kills. And well, he was punished severely for that one. The Faceless Void even jumping in. Well, it was a perfect time with that Omni Slash, but didn't actually capitalize on that situation. Gets up punished, and a little bit of bad RNG coming out. Omni Slash bouncing to that creep wave. So Signature.Trust wins.
Space has been created.
For who? He's the carry.
They got the mid tower.
Yeah, but he's the carry.
I mean, you can't win it all, you know.
Yeah. But Signature.Trust, he is going to be building up that My Pro Timbersaw to that Aghanim Scepter? No, wait. Auxiliary Core, yeah. Auxiliary Core is the more favorite build-up now. Allows for the short cooldowns, the lifesteal gets to that, what you call that, red boss level. It becomes really hard to kill. They're coming in for the Tight Hunter. Will they be able to kill him is the question though. Morphling has been tagged up by the Anchor Smash, having the damage reduced by 60%.
But I feel kind of sorry for his Juggernaut though. He's been trying to farm for his Battle Fury for a really long time. He's 0-2.
Damn, he's poor.
Yeah, he is. But he's got some items coming in the courier, so hopefully he can bounce back once he gets his Battle Fury.
Okay, yeah, he's just playing more. I was like, okay, that's a little bit too poor for a 15-minute Juggernaut, but this is alright. I guess for a guy that's died twice and done nothing else, but yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, you know, he took out 2 creeps down bottom with his ult, so you know, a little bit of extra money.
You're real Miss Sunshine here today.
I'm great.
Being optimistic, yeah. Yeah, you'll be a good counter to Winter. Winter is always
So happy about everything.
No, the opposite of happy. Sometimes it's really hard for an analyst like him. He sees suboptimal plays, it just tick them off a little bit. But RR is going to be farming up towards that item.
On the top, then you got Rubik stealing Juggernaut spin, and he doesn't take any damage from Phoenix's Sunray.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a field guild gank there out of bottom lane against the Tide Hunter. Didn't even get him down to half health, so action happening all around the place. There's your dive stolen up from the Rubik. Will go for that lift as well. The Sun will be deployed, a waste of an ultimate as well. And now they'll take off that Phoenix for nothing actually. The Sunray.
Oh my god, that was the edge of the Sunstrike.
Oh, he didn't get hit. Okay.
No, that was right at the edge.
Oh, it was a good try. The Observer Ward's everywhere. He tried for a snipe, didn't actually make it, and in the end, it will be 8-8, so Trust even out the kill score.
Can I just say, this Rubik is so on point. He stole Juggernaut spin, so Phoenix couldn't kill him. Just wow.
Oh, now the Titan uses his stomp. Kels is waiting with that invisibility rune. Good look for a rotation. You could even snipe out the courier that's coming. Oh, this is going to be really bad, actually. Oh, he goes for the Deceptive Strike. We'll see him with the Rubik lift as well. They do not get the courier, but they get something better. They get the kill on the Elder Titan. And this Rubik, goes for the drive-by lift. Picks up that Echo Stomp as well. It's not going to be that effective on a level 1, on a Rubik without Spirit.
But, I mean, it does give him the Sables, which actually helps a lot.
Yeah, he does have the Spirit to increase the range though, so it's not as effective, but it could do a lot of damage because without the Spirit, the Stomp actually does double damage around you. So it'll be 320 damage, which is still a lot of damage to do here in middle lane. Oh, they have that Chronosphere. They will get out that Invoker in the middle lane. So finally, no teammates to support him. They will actually take him out.
They committed a lot to that though. They had the Chronosphere and Lich Ult.
The Lich Ult has the short cooldown. And it's worth taking out the enemy mid carry. So it's not too bad of a trade. They will get that tier 1 tower, maybe. See if they get the tier 1 tower. It'll be worth it if they do get the tier 1.
Versa's already got his Bloodstone.
Abba coming back in that he really wants this tower. He's like, never mind your ultimate, I'm going in. Now, Phoenix in a little bit of trouble. He gets that time dilation on him. He will fly to the side there, but immediately gets lifted out by Jazz. And once again deploys that ultimate without Fire Spirits. Not the play there. And wow. This Phoenix. They're Phoenixes? They're Phoenix. And this is not Phoenix. Meanwhile, top lane. Tag that, they'll tag that Timber Store a little bit. But yeah, the Phoenix is pressing so far, I feel.
Do you think Winter would be tilted if he saw this?
No, he's not a main Phoenix player, but I play Phoenix a lot. And I feel like that's not really how you should use your Phoenix. Because a lot of pro teams, they may be good on a lot of heroes, but they tend to be very intimidated by meta picks. And they say, okay, we need to do this as well. And then they pick those heroes without fully understanding how those heroes are supposed to work. And you can see from this Phoenix, the plays that he has made so far, deploying the Sun when he was about to die. You could think like, okay, it's buying like a few more seconds of time.
I mean, it's fine if he has his team coming in behind him, but he actually doesn't. So it's
no, he doesn't.
Really
the thing is that he doesn't even drop the Fire Spirits on top of the targets before using them. He just panic stuns, or he doesn't position his stun properly. And yeah, it's just things that as a Phoenix player you should not do. He's just making those little errors from here. And looks like Pumpel. There's gonna be a Ravage committed to this Lich kill. They will find him, and I think Pumpel will be pretty happy, he'll be absorbing a Lich kill. And I think at this point, Execration is just pretty.
Yeah, they're desperate for a kill. Anything goes.
A Lich kill here could mean more damage on this tier 2 tower. We'll see. But I don't think Tissot will be allowing that one. Bipro now has that Bloodstone. Not going for Octarine Core. Opting for more mana. Scouts out the other Titan. Will have that Stomp ready. But there's your Void coming in. There's the Gush as well. They will get the crack. So very well done here. Keeping them all out of the fight. The Chronosphere is available. Abba taking a lot of damage here from this Sunray. And that could be a Sunstrike follow-up as well, Abba. That's the Sunstrike. Oh! 24 HP. Seems good. Nearly.
Sometimes you just wish you could Sunstrike. Yeah.
Sometimes you just wish you had the extra point in Exort. Well, not today. the Invoker is actually farming pretty well. We have not looked at him because there's been so many team fights going around, but you talk about space, and this was the space being made here for this Invoker. He's nearly at that Arcanum Scepter. Very, very close, and that's the next power spike for that Invoker. Being able to have that low cooldown info, throwing out spells in the team fights. It's about 1,000 gold away.
I still think he needs something extra to keep him alive. Because yes, he can cast the spells, that's great, but he can't stay alive to cast them. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah, that's what your buddies Elder Titan and Watermelon are for. That's what they're for. And he has a Blink Dagger as well, Titanster, so that's going to be a huge team fight boost. And now they're coming in there. They could be fighting. Wish you had that Ravage now, didn't you, RR? Oh.
You know what? I'm pretty sure he still thinks it's worth it.
Oh, well, his team might disagree. The score is now 9-12, and we have that gold graph going back down to Signature.Trust again. Looking pretty good. I think Lakel's is in that comfort zone now. He's got a Lincoln's. He's about to hit that Eagle song, and then he's going to start blowing heroes up with his E-Blade. Oh, we'll see.
He hasn't really been bothered much though. Like Execration hasn't actually went to go hunt him down. He's had a relatively leisurely time farming.
Yeah, he's had leisurely time farming, like he said, and it's also part of the fact that he can't actually be caught out without a Cypher Bice, I feel. A stomp is a stomp, but it's not going to be enough damage. It's not going to be enough shutdown to take out this Morphling, because they need something like a Chrono, something prolonged to take out this Morphling, and it's very hard, especially with Strength Morph. I don't see them bursting down the Morphling. Oh.
So many pings.
Pings going out here. Abed is working towards that Arcanum Scepter, and there he has it. It builds up right into the blue stick, and he will have that low cooldown Invoke now. Will throw out spells. Needs more points in Wax to do a little bit more though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But we do have Signature.Trust posturing aggressively. They are looking for a catch out here. RR might not be the best of choices, but we'll see if they are deciding to push this in. Ravage, everything's off cooldown now, so we could be seeing a big team fight coming out here from Execration. Although, Lakel's, he doesn't have a replicate, so he will not be joining his team for this fight if they do decide to engage.
Yeah, Juggernaut, he's caught up already. He's, well, barely. He's got his Battle Fury going for, he's got Yasha now, and yeah, he's Manta in the courier.
Alright, oh, double smoke. Oh man. Miscommunication is strong here from this team.
Double smoke equals double invisibility?
It doesn't work like that, man.
I'm sure it does.
But yeah, Signature.Trust is they have heroes posted around, but they know, they scanned it out, they see it coming. They might suspect that it's a rush attack, but they have the Timbersaw to check that out now. But MyPro, he's in it. They're gonna attack that. Oh, there they go. They go for the Rabbit instantly. Oh, the MyPro, they really want this guy dead. They take him out though. A whole slew of spells. We'll see that the Timbersaw
But
goes
he's coming back in
mountain.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Bloodstone, and there's the counter smoke here from Signature.Trust. They do live on that illusion there. So we'll see any catch outs here. Abba. Yeah, there will be no counter play coming out here. Great. A great hit and run coming out from Execration. They take him out with the Ravage. It's pretty good, I must say. Removing that Timbersaw from the fight, dropping his Bloodstone charges, nerfing his power levels a little bit. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's got 2 minutes now on the cooldown though, so gotta wait for that Ravage again.
Oh, was it really worth it though?
Yeah, I mean, if they blew it on Lich and you thought it was worth it, then blowing it on the Timbersaw would be a lot better. So it's not too bad. Chemo, he does have that Veil of Discord, so he has a lot of extra burst on him. But the Roshan is being attempted here by Lakel, so we'll see if that's going to be the case there. The Stomp goes out, it sneaks up Roshan. Still going for it. Would it be a steal? The crack comes out. It's really trying to go in there. Yeah.
And Morph takes the Aegis.
Morphling now has that E-Blade. Very dangerous now.
It's gonna be really hard to kill.
Nicely done. A nice snipe there from the Sunstrike takes out the Rubik. Must have stepped on something, says Invoker. And 11-12, the kill score is still pretty even, but I will tell you not to be fooled by the numbers, as this Lakel's Morphling is a ticking time bomb. You're just waiting for him to be exploding in the fights. There is nothing to shut him down, especially with his Aegis. It's a real concern. If I were on Execration, I'll be mighty concerned at this point. The Gush comes out, he starts Strike Morphing in case there's an initiation. Yeah, they're not gonna get him. Oh!
I like how he just dips.
To see, I mean, at least the Juggernaut has gone for damage items, so there is still an opportunity for this Juggernaut to get a big Omni Slash and take out Lakel's.
Hopefully it doesn't bounce the creeps.
I say maybe, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't bounce the creeps, and hopefully it doesn't mess up. So.
But if you look at the net worth graph, it's going up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so dynamic. It just keeps changing.
And those teams are pretty even. It's just that Morphling, there's no answers to Morphling later on in this game. They need to get Scythe Devices to actually shut down Morphling. And with Lincoln Sphere, it's extremely difficult. He does get EMP though, which is great.
But you actually have Juggernaut on top of the net worth graph as opposed to Morphling, but Morphling's following pretty close behind.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, yeah, it's about net worth, but it's more of like Morphling can't be caught out, whereas Juggernaut can by that Chronosphere. And later on, if you can't kill the enemy carry, then you're in trouble. There's Timbersaw and Faceless Void. You can't even go ever getting caught out. The Faceless Void getting caught. They solo ravage him once again.
Execration is really desperate for these solo pickoffs right now.
I mean, at this point, I feel like...
Yeah, I think it's doing work for them.
Yeah, they're doing work. They're using the Ravages to, like, make it a 4v5. And then they're just farming up on their cores, getting up their items on Jug, getting the items on Invoker. And then, when they're ready, they'll save the Ravages for bigger team fights. Now they're just trying to make space with their one kill. Because every time you get a kill on a target... Wow, look at that Sunstrike. Every time you get a kill on a hero, you kind of like crimp Signature.Trust aggression. Because they don't want to take a fight 4v5, especially without their Void. So you buy yourselves extra time to farm up those items. And I think it's like I wouldn't say it's a perfect use of the Ravage, but it's not too bad, seeing that they're only reliable disable. Another Sunstrike.
Oh, that did so much damage.
Yeah, Sunstrike does a whopping amount of damage now. If you look at that, 537 pure damage.
Especially with spell damage amplification now implemented into the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it applies to pure, but I think it does. It should apply to pure damage.
6.4%.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you can hover over it and it shows you.
Really?
Oh no, on the hero bar thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
So
you can look at the spell damage amplification, 6.4%, and it goes on your int, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
The more int you have, the better. So once the Invoker gets more items, the damage is going to be a lot higher. So 0.4, alright, spell amplification. We'll see what happens here. It's MyPro. Throws out the Chakram, clears up that creep wave, and they're looking for an aggression now, but a good scan here from the Radiant will scout out Signature.Trust making that move. So I like what the Juggernaut's doing. Pick up the Blink Dagger, go for that split push, try and separate the team fight, because Signature.Trust, they got a bit of team fight on that. Oh, here comes the Chronosphere to catch the Watermelon, but is that the right choice? He's so damn tanky. Are you gonna be able to kill him? Here comes the Echo Stop Amber, dropping so damn low. There's your E-Blade, they take him out now. There's a Tornado though, the EMP, the Taptic Blast as well. Lakel's losing a lot of mana, but he does get forced stuffed out by the Lich there, so his support's taking the plays. The Sunstrike is gonna miss. The tree will survive the Sunstrike, but still get the tight answer, but they blow a lot of ultimates. They will have their attack repelled. And yeah, I mean, Tidal didn't even have Ravage, and so I would say like it's a nice pickup, but they kind of tank after that because they use all their ultimates.
Yeah, they use everything important. Lich ult, Faceless Void ult.
BKB. So yeah, without the BKB, I think the Void would have died. So very, very close there, playing with fire. And meanwhile, this Juggernaut just farming well. I think I like what Execration are doing. Execration are playing it safe. They just repel borders, you know, with all their counter initiation from the Elder Titan.
Now it's Signature.Trust.
And it's spread out.
Yeah, his Faceless Void has got his BKB down, so they're probably gonna wait for it to come back up again before they actually push. About another 20 seconds, and gonna wait for the Chronosphere as well.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this in the draft. You know, you say that the Chronosphere should be able to catch both Tyranitar and Elder Titan, but it just doesn't seem feasible because you saw the Elder Titan just keeping a distance away from his other friend earlier on in the fight there, just preventing that Chronosphere from catching up too much. The spacing from Execration has been really ideal so far.
Yeah, they've been playing really, really safe, and so far Chronosphere has only been able to catch out one or two people.
Yeah, they back over Lakel's here. Oh, he used the waveform ravage. It's not. This is the perfect time to get the kill. That's the Sunstrike. Lakel's evaporates that dominating spree taken. Waveforming at the wrong moment. Okay, Omni Slash has been stolen. This is actually a great spell for the Ruby to steal the extra sun. This time it's a good one. Cold Snap out as well. The Timbersaw will be going nowhere. There's your force snap. Trying to keep that Timbersaw alive. Then the Tame Frost goes onto the low ground. Bounces out on the low ground. But Juggernaut is here with that spin. Chasing down Poobell. The Gush as well. Spins in his face. A great steal here coming up for the Rubik. We'll get that kill. A double Chronosphere. But shut down by that Invoker. Jackson with that power. And now, Mypro getting cold snapped up. It's really hard to run away with that cold snap and that spin. Doing a lot of damage. Signature.Trust losing so many heroes. There's the Sunstrike. Got to be on point there. Invoker a little bit off the mark there. The Timber Chain will not connect. Titan, he will go in for that stun, but Timbersaw, he knows his time is up. Hits that exit button with that Bloodstone. And a great kill here from Rubik. Once again, jabs. Finding the Invoker on the side there and snipes him with the Fate Ball, stealing Ghost Walk as well.
But this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Signature.Trust, when their carry starts to fall, they just start tilting. And
yeah, that was not the fight to take. Without your hard carry, you don't want to jump in. And it's now 15-15. I feel like this game, if played safe, Signature.Trust really shouldn't have too much of an issue. But yeah, Lakel's there. It's unfortunate. I wouldn't say it's a huge mistake, but he used his waveform, didn't have a replicate with him, and yeah, he got chain stunned there. So very unfortunate for him that he got burst down, but a great initiation nonetheless there from Execration.
But hopefully Signature doesn't tilt right now because they had such a good early game start.
Yeah, I would say it was not a good early game.
It was pretty decent.
I think this game has been pretty balanced all the way, and I like this Io Scotty pickup here from the Juggernaut. Just adding making himself out of tanking himself up out of Chrono burst range. So he wants to really build up a lot of HP so that even in a Chrono they can't burst him in time. And it's something to note as well. The Phoenix will heal based on the amount of HP you have. So the more HP, the faster, the more you heal. And Morphling, the E-Blade.
It's actually surprising that we haven't seen any item progression from the Faceless Void. He's had his Yasha and his Black King Bar for a while now.
Yeah, he's going for the Manta.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
And I think he's had a problem farming it.
Yeah, Faceless Void is more of an initiator this game, so he's not really a farmer per se. He gets items, but he really just wants to be able to leap into the fights, drop that Chronosphere, let Morphling and Timber do the work. Alright, so now they go for a smoke. And we do have a replicate on Morphling this time. So we'll see if they move it towards this area. Sunstrike will check out the Roche Pit. It will be empty for now. And yeah, we have a lot of Execration heroes just posturing in defensive positions. Have that Phoenix in the trees there for that initiation with the Sun, if he does see an opportunity. But right now, deep into enemy territory, the Raiden uses scan. It's going to be off the point there, so it might give them a false sense of security, but they come with the counter smoke. It will actually see the Timbersaw. They run into each other. Here's the Chronosphere. Only catches two though, but the Ravage immediately shuts it down. The Phoenix is down, but here comes Amber. He deployed that BKB. RR is ready to do some damage. Is he going to get it? But they do get the Timbersaw. He doesn't have that Bloodstone charge. Lakel's coming in. Gets that Elder Titan. No more reduction of that armor there. Lakel's going to run. He doesn't have waveform for 4 more seconds. They're going to try and chase that Morphling. I'm not sure it's the right case. Again, Omni Slash stolen by that Rubik. Doesn't damage there. The Deafening Blast will come out. Tidehunter running away. Gets that crit onto the Tidehunter. Will take him down. Amber going down. And this time, Signature.Trust on the receiving end of that victory. They will have that they have the advantage. They'll look to press it. The ultimates are down. The Invoker really slow down. The time dilation just really giving him a lot of issues. Unable to get those cooldowns. And Deafening Blast stolen by that Rubik. This Rubik has been doing a lot of work there to blink forward. The cold snap as well. Go ahead that E-Blade to save his life there. So he will not be hurt by any physical damage there. So far this Rubik has been the playmaker for the team. Sunstrike. Yeah, but that Rubik, playmaker for the team.
1 for 3 trade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 1 for 3 trade. Rubik stealing a whole lot of spells. He even has a Midas. I didn't even see this on him. He has a Midas. He's building towards that Aghanims. He will have it in about 700 gold. And once he has that, he'll be stealing spells from a long range every 2 seconds.
The thing is, for them, there's not there. You don't have any bad steals. Bad spell steals. Sorry. You don't have any bad spells to steal from Execration because you have Invoker, and you have Invoker with all of his spells, and you have Juggernaut. He's got Spin, and he's got Omni Slash. Taking Healing Word wouldn't be the worst thing ever. And Tidehunter, you've got Ravage and Gush and Anchor Smash, and those 3 abilities aren't the worst. Obviously, you want to get the Ravage. That's optimum, but. You can just sometimes.
I mean, getting Invoker spells are great as well. Omni Slash, he keeps stealing Omni Slash. The Juggernaut has been giving away Omni Slash nearly every fight now, so it really has to be careful with his spells. I like how Ravage has not been stolen so far. Props to Tidehunter for that. But once the Acronyms comes on, it's going to be so difficult for him to hold on to that spell. So we'll have to see if Execration can execute their teamfight properly. Because they have shown that Flink can be killed. Once again, with that time dilation there on the RR, stopping his cooldowns. So that's a Morphling illusion. He could actually hop over to kill Chemo if he's not careful. Loading that Timber Saw, getting that Shiva's Guard aura effect applied on them. He also actually jumps down to the bottom lane. He'll get scouted out. They will actually ping him out, I think. Let's take a look at EXP and Gold. Once again, pretty even actually. No big disparities between the two teams, and that really just shows how close this matchup is. And it's a great treat to be able to cast this game right early in the morning here in Southeast Asia. Oh, so Execration are looking for a forward attack here. They have no ages. They are just going to try and make a move here. Look out, they're going for the Ravage once again. They're going for look out. On the Slash, is it enough? No! Enough to the creep again, but the Sludge Strike. It's not going to be enough. It's a shame. It's a bloody shame. It was a perfect initiation here. Signature.Trust, they're going to lose their Invoker if they're not careful. Stolen there from the Rubik. He has to be very careful. Oh, no detection there. And they will not actually find out the Invoker. Invoker with that BKB will actually keep alive. He's gonna hide in the trees there. Will he be able to stay alive? I think he will. They do not see him. He's invoked some spells, a Tornado, try and buy himself some time. But right now they don't see him. And that was super unfortunate, not being able to burst the Morphling down.
Be one with the trees, my child.
That was so unfortunate. The Juggernaut jumping to the creep wave. He must be hating himself right now.
I like how Invoker is still there. Okay, he's TPing out.
It was a great escape, great counter initiation, stolen Earth Splitter from the Rubik, and now he has the Supernova with the Acronym Scepter. He can actually blink into save Lakel with that Supernova ultimate. So we'll have to see if he does actually make a big play with this. The Supernova Acronym upgrade allows you to take a teammate with you and get a full reset on all cooldowns as well as a full life reset. So we'll have to see if he does do it. It will be a huge play if he does manage it.
I mean, it's either you kill your teammate or you save your teammate, so...
More often than not, it's a save because people don't expect it. So at a level 2 stun, it's like... It's a choice, it's not too bad. You could save the Timber Saw as well. And now we'll see. It's gonna be a surprise, I think. You're not gonna expect this. And he even has the Blink Dagger for that, so... Gonna be really, really interesting to see how they do it. I think right now Execration need to sit back and wait for that Ravage to come off cooldown. Wait for those big ultimates before they try to fight.
Oh, it won't be that long. It's only about another 30 seconds before they can come in and push again.
Yeah, it will be a little bit more time. But meanwhile, they have to just count out this Roshan. They don't want to give it over to Signature.Trust.
Taking Roche wouldn't be a bad thing right now.
I think taking Roche for any team would be really bad now. Oh, there's the E-Blade. Really dodged there by that Blink Dagger. Lakel's has that BKB on him, so he's gonna be safe from those initiations now.
Got BKB and Lincoln Spear.
Yeah.
He's playing really safe.
Very hard to kill it, but double damage here from the Juggernaut might make him do some things that he might not wish he did. So, double damage might inspire him to try and go for some kits here. He's critting for 1005 now. Pretty good stuff.
Good stuff.
One hits the creep wave. Both teams just softening up Roshan. Will they actually go for it though? Is the question. I'll bet gonna try and move on in. The
That's
Juggernaut gonna start on it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so much damage.
That's a lot of damage down to Roshan. They know what's up. This Observer was just keeping tabs and things. Spirit is gonna make things difficult for Trust to actually initiate. But I feel like this Chronosphere could really throw a wrench into their plans. So they don't want to try this. Maybe they go for a smoke. I'm not sure if they do have any more. Just smoke here coming up from Trust. And RR gonna blink away. Goes to the creep wave. They might want to go for this, or are they gonna wait for a juicier target? Chemo immediately breaks that invisibility from that smoke in the seat. He drops the veil, sees the lich, and a very weird initiation coming out. They will see that Phoenix, so that's it. But Nando, not enough burst to take him out right now. He's got that Manta style. That stun. Oh, okay, that was a weird little supernova there. Wasn't reset those spells, I think. But right now, the team fight's all over the place. The crack coming in. Good Ravage here from the side hunter. Sets up the perfect Earth Splitter. That stolen Ravage, not the biggest there. Chemo getting caught out. Now Jab trying to get that healing one. He will not be getting out of this in time. Jab taking a lot of damage there. Will he survive? One more crit from the Juggernaut takes him out. 3 heroes lost. Signature.Trust with the weirdest of initiations. The fight is still going on. The healing ward still running around. Going for Mypro. He's got a huge amount of armor. And there's no disable there for this Mypro. Timbersaw, so they will actually escape with their 2 cores. Signature.Trust losing most of their lineup. Maybe they go for Roshan now. Execration, they have a window. They're going in. They see this opportunity. They want to give it. And I wonder what they're going to drop for that Aegis.
Dagger probably. No? Oh, they're gonna give it to the Evoker, alright.
Yep, give it to the Invokers. Not too bad an idea. The Juggernaut's really hard to kill right now. And yeah, this fight's suddenly looking really good for Execration because Morphling can no longer burst any of those important heroes. He has to go for the Phoenix burst. They wasted a lot of spells on that Phoenix when he wasn't really the biggest factor in these fights. And that Earth Splitter from the other side is set up perfectly with that Ravage was just insane. It let Signature.Trust into a trap, and then they just hit them with the triple Earth Splitter, got that triple kill, and then suddenly the fight was just one-sided. And I like these hacks pick up here from this Invoker. Now they have a proper disable for the Morphling.
100 ganks for days.
The Juggernaut cooldown is coming off, so might look for another fight very, very shortly. They can start the push down the top lane, and then by the time they hit the tower, it should be 60 seconds. So with that Aegis, they actually have a huge window to actually make some play here.
This Juggernaut has really bounced back. He does so much damage now, and it's really hard to kill him, especially with his Manta and his Eye of Scotty. But I think he might go for Axe as a 7th slot item. It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad pickup.
A what?
An Axe as a 7th slot.
I don't think you go Axe anymore because right now your Omni Slash isn't the biggest of your damage. You just want to do a lot of right-click damage. Anything, I think he would maybe tag towards a Boots of Travel now. He doesn't have any TP functionality, so want to build towards the Boots of Travel or even that Moonshot for extra DPS. Get more hits into that Omni Slash.
But what do you think Morphling's gonna build now?
Morphling's probably gonna go for more stats. Scardy, maybe Satanic. He might need the lifesteal. We'll have to see. Could go for a Butterfly as well. He hasn't gotten that as well. No MKB on the Juggernaut, so a Butterfly could be an option. I think that might be a possibility for the Morphling if he sees that Juggernaut doesn't build the MKB, because right now he has no slots for anything. So he might sell the Blink Dagger for the MKB. Might. But I think that's what Juggernaut's holding onto his gold. He wants to counter buy that Morphling. So there is a Monster Style now on this Abba faces Void. We'll be able to disjoint some stuff, but not too many things he will have applications for with this Manta Style.
Looking at the net worth graph right now, it's in the favor of Execration, and I'm not surprised. They've been taking a couple of really good fights.
Yeah, couple of good fights. Roshan.
This is the thing I was talking about. I mean, Signature does really well in the early game, and then after that, towards the late game, they kind of fall off a bit.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also a lot of Execration's decision making. Deciding to take the fights when and where, fighting with those big team fight ultimates off cooldown, and
yeah,
then,
especially down in bottom lane where they could have easily backed off when Signature's smoke pops, but they didn't. They just went straight on for it.
Yeah, I think Trust had a really weird team fight there. The previous fight we saw, they had really bad decision making, And now we're gonna try and see if they can actually get this Lakel's Morphling. His Replicate's running off cooldown. They see this timer ticking down. They will know that he doesn't have a Replicate now. But there's a Faceless Void behind him. And this Invoker, oh, they see him. Oh, instant hacks there coming out. Ghost Walk will actually secure his escape. So Abba, a little bit late on that Chronosphere. And now they might have to go in. They go in for the Rubik. Oh, no. They know that that's his Playmaker. And they take him out. And now Lakel, yes, Waveform. He doesn't have Replicate for 3 seconds. He might have to use his BKB. The Ravage will come. There's his Sunray doing so much. They have to stop as well. Enough to take out that Morphling. And this is why Elder Titan is such a hard counter to that Morphling. They take him out. And now Lakel, he does have buyback, but he will be forced to use it. And he doesn't have Manta. He buys back into the game, but the tower gets so much damage there. Timbersaw coming in for that side, space making. The spins will come out from Nando. There's that Chronosphere. Are they going to fight this without Rubik is the question. There's the Sunstrike, the combo coming out. Micro taking so much damage. Chronosphere on this bottom. RR beating away the Tidehunter, but he has no Ravage. Why are they going for the Tidehunter? They used that entire Chronosphere to take out a Tidehunter without Ravage. I'm not sure that was the play there. The Phoenix will dodge that E-Blade attack, and now the Evil Scepter will get him out. Meanwhile, their base is in trouble. The bottom lane, the Juggernaut has gone for the offside. He's going for that play on the bottom, trying to get that Rax, pulls the supports back, and Signature.Trust are forced to respond there. They take no losses. Execration with the perfect team fight, and Signature.Trust Chronosphering the Tidehunter after he's used Ravage. Not the play they were looking for.
Signature.Trust is tilting right now. It's really, really badly. Wow.
I think this is the time to use the word tilting.
Yeah.
This is the time, because early on in the game I feel like it was just a little bit of bad decision making, but now it's just straight up bad plays, like straight up bad plays. And I don't know, man, this is now looking really bad. Moonshot purchased up by the Juggernaut. He got 7,000 gold.
And I don't think they expected the Juggernaut to be such a problem. That's why they didn't really try to stop him early on. Well, they did. They killed him a couple of times, but then after that, he was suffering really bad, and they didn't expect him to bounce back that well.
Yeah, it's been a rough game. Lakel's, I remember Winter saying yesterday that when you're facing up against Elder Titans Morphling, you gotta go for armor items like a Shivas or Assault Cuirass in this case. Get that armor up to really counteract this, because right now if Elder Titan puts the Spirit on Morphling, he has 0 armor. 0. Because it takes away all your natural armor, which is the white number, and the only one that remains will be the green numbers that you see from like a plate mail or a mechanism or Vlad's aura. So maybe one of his teammates ought to get a Vlad's. The Faceless Void should get a Vlad's. Someone should get a Vlad's or Assault Cuirass to give that armor to that Morphling, because right now he needs it bad. 0 armor, 2,000 health. You just get shredded in a few seconds. You saw that earlier on. The Juggernaut just tore him to shreds because he had 0 armor. Signature.Trust, they really have to shape up their game. They have a little bit of a breather now while the cooldowns are off, and they should have made a little bit of a play, but their Chronosphere was off cooldown on cooldown as well, and so they decide to sit in their base. So Execration get the benefit of a full reset.
And Execration have all their ults out as well, so maybe they might want to go in and try for something.
Oh, the Titan got a lot of utility on him. Glimmer Cape, Evil Scepter, disjointing all the E-Blade combos. So like Lakel's at this point that the supports on the enemy is so rich that he really can't burst anyone except the Phoenix.
Oh, they got the Juggernaut into the Chronosphere.
Yeah. Will they kill him though? It's the question. They might kill him. Omni Slash, buy some time. This could be a real problem if they don't get him. He blinks away. Perfect initiation. Here comes the Rabbit. Invoker throws the meatball on top of them. They lose 2. The Void is down. He was a pig, a useless pig. And the stun coming out as well. Faceless Void. And now look, very low. The Tornado coming out from that Invoker. The Sunstrike perfect from the Invoker. Gets the kill. That's 4 now. No buyback on the kill. GG. Call down from Execration. A perfect team fight. And Omni Slashing got blink away. Perfect place here. Just perfect footwork from the Juggernaut. Sets up the initiation, and the combos will come. And well, Signature.Trust find themselves at the back of another loss. Execration showing that they are a team not to be trifled with. I think any of the top teams right now, TNC, White Fries, they ought to be very afraid of Execration if they have not played them yet. And yet there is still the playoffs to worry about. So Execration, I think if you're in the C qualifier, you definitely have to look out for them.